All right, people. Hi, Facebook guys. Namaste. God bless. How are all of you? It's school time here on Facebook. I feel like the PBS of philosophy. Guys, happy Wednesday to you. Did I say Wednesday in the beginning? I'm questioning myself. I got way too much on my mind tonight. All good, mind you. All good, mind you. But happy National, let me get the verbiage right here. Happy National Set a Good Example Day. Okay, so set is basically to fix in place, to make it mobile. Don't set yourself in place. You want to keep moving forward. Or you can follow the simple words of moi, be the best you, and all good will come back to you. Indeed, and other people will see that. You know, lead by example, in that realm of thinking. But tonight, this may sound so mundane to certain people, but when you truly understand what the philosophers and the sages back then were telling us, they were giving us advice, and immense advice, mind you, and they were telling us the secret that today is not even followed. It's awful. It's terrible. I'm going to get right to it. You've heard, I guarantee you guys, if you're into quotes and stuff like that, you probably heard the philosopher Rumi way back, a couple thousands of years ago. And he noted, what you seek is seeking you in his writings. And people have taken that in so many different ways. And what I found on Sunday when I was doing some show prep for the Monday show and for today's show, when I finally have time to really sit back and really think, and I caught a great movie, which is actually part of this tonight. In the process, kind of watching, doing my stuff. But Rumi said, what you seek is seeking you. That's great. That's fine. That is the Persian text of what he was talking about. The problem was he was speaking Farsi. And if you guys know Arabic, I don't know Arabic, but there's actually dialects of Arabic. What you seek is seeking you is telling you, and they've been telling us for God knows how long, to go out and run around looking for that, looking for what you want to do, or trying to hustle and grind per se. Think about it. You know them little wands that you get for your cats with a feather on it? And basically life is shaking that in front of you and you're trying to catch it. What you're telling the universe by going out to seek, and actually I have the definition, to go on in search of. You don't have to go on in search of anything. To go out and seek what you want to do. But basically, what he said in the right text, which is quite amazing, and this is the part I believe, what you seek is within you. The right translation into Farsi, the Arabic language, the dialect that he was talking about. So he was saying that what we want is already within us. We just have to allow it. Yet, sadly, for decades, probably longer than that, they have told us to go out there, hustle, grind, and try to build the house. The thing is, you have to build the house from within for you to attract the house on the out. And if that makes sense to you guys, you'll realize that we have been taught the wrong way. It's teaching us to go out there and bust our ass. I'm not saying not work, mind you, because when you're doing what you love, you're never really working. It's like me. I'm never really working. I'm doing what I love to do during the day, and I'm doing what I love to do at night. So there really isn't a struggle for me. You get to that point, that's what Rumi's talking about. It's inspired action, as Neville Goddard quoted that. And it's something that will come natural. You really don't have to struggle anymore when you realize what you seek is within you. It embodies you. You just have to let go of the blocks and the old philosophy of go hustle and grind to go get it. Because hustle and grind, you're telling the universe something is not there. You're searching. You're chasing like the cat after the feather, with life constantly pulling it away from you. You're in this constant struggle of lack. Therefore, you can only remanifest lack in your life. And for the hardest working people, this is the most frustrating thing. This is what I had to come to realize was I was a magnet. Therefore, I had to master the magnet which was within me to attract what I wanted for me. When you realize the gift that you have, and we all have this, and I'm going to go through the translation, what it emphasizes in that. We all have something to give life. We all have something that we want to show the world, but we have to get past life and all the shit and the experiences that are embedded in our subconscious mind, which is basically blocking the process. It's not a hard thing to do, guys. So don't let it overwhelm you. It's really not. It's you embodying that true self by being the best you. And indeed, all good will come back to you because that's the kind of magnet you're sending out now to attract that like attracts like factor in a law of attraction. Now, the translation emphasizes that what you're seeing is closer than you think. In fact, it's your constant companion. Really consider that, because I always say, do you know what you want? Do you know what you want here in America's Mentor? I emphasize it in different facets and different segments. But we all really know what we truly want to be in life in some form. Whereas I want to show the world the writings of old. I want to show the world inspiration. I want to show the world information. I want to show the world transformation. That's my motto, to help others understand. Yes, I've been the bottom feeder in life. Indeed, it was actually quite. I was a cute little starfish at one point. But at the same time, there's always a way to get out of that. There's always a way to get yourself back on your feet. There's always a way to find that person that you are, and it's from within. And Rumi emphasizes, and I go into it deeper about, they go into meditation and all these things that a lot of people aren't really into. That's why I'm not into it. My meditation every day is conscious thought about what I want to have, be, do, desire, bring, and inspire in my life every day. You take that kind of attitude and you embody that desire or that gift that you have, and all you do is really think about it all day long. That's basically meditating and praying to the third power, because you've taken it to the next level. Instead of doing it for 5 or 10 minutes in the morning or at night, you've embodied it to do it constantly. And to me, that's helped me more than anything in the world than sitting there with my legs folded, trying to focus on one thing. I'd rather embody it in my whole being all day long to get the feeling of it all day long, because from that, it's going to bring it to me quicker. And that this is what Rumi's talking about. What you seek is basically, it's right in front of you. It's right in front of you. What it is, it's energy. And all you got to do is figure out a way how to connect to it. That's basically it. You take that desire, you let it encumber you. You literally cloak yourself in your desire. Let it embody every cell of your being by thinking about it all day long, whatever it is, whatever you truly desire. Love, success, finances, whatever it might be. Let it embody every cell of your being. Literally become it on the inside. And from there, you're going to connect to that omnipotent power on the outside, which is energy. And you're going to start seeing the synchronicities. And from the synchronicities, the serendipities, hence the so-called miracles in your life. It's that dedication to the process of self, because we've been not ourselves probably half our life. We've been living unconsciously with the belief that we have to go out all day long, struggle, fight, and be something that we're not, try to conform and fit into this world, when all we have to do is just to be ourselves, 100%. And when you start adding in your desires, your dreams, and your goals that you want to have, be, or do in life, you start embodying them, becoming in the same frequency, hence alignment with your mind, your body, and your spirit. You're going to start seeing that in your life in all different forms, because you're going to become coherent about what's going on within you. You're going to see what you're attracting in life. And that's the beauty of it. That's you're going to know your destiny basically ahead of time, because you feel it. You feel it, you know it, you have the confidence, and you let the world go Let the world that you want come to you instead of you trying to go get it. In other words, be it on the inside, and the world that you want is going to come to you. You're going to attract it. You're going to get rid of all of this frustration that we've had for decades of trying to attain what we want, hitting brick walls all the time and saying, wait, but I'm a hard worker. Yes, indeed, we're all hard workers in some form or fashion. We've just been working in the wrong way because we've been taught the wrong way. Just like Rumi's interpretation was saying, what you seek is seeking you. In that tense, all the philosophers from that, mind you, they had good intentions. A lot of them are saying, go, hustle, grind, beat your balls to the wall. And a lot of them have quit because of that. A lot of them have made it indeed as well because they didn't realize all they did was align with the frequency of their desire. And it came to them. So from that hard work, well, basically it wasn't hard work like I mentioned, it's inspired work because you're doing what you love to do. You get to that point where you're doing what you love to do, life can only mold around that because that's what you're feeling all day long. The satisfaction, the desire, the love of life, the love of yourself, the accomplishments. I mean, when you can start saying, I am so proud of you, and you can look in the mirror and reiterate that every day of your accomplishments, you're only embodying more self-confidence to grow even further. Because from that, you're going to get bigger dreams and bigger desires. Start small, step up a rung or two on the ladder. You're going to start feeling a lot better about yourself. That's the whole point. It's small steps moving forward, but you have to embody that desire. You have to let it become every part of you from tip to toe. And you are denied nothing, man. You're going to bring it right to you. And how this relates to tonight's segment is quite amazing because on Sunday, there was a movie. Kurt Russell, great actor. I mean, from Backdraft and back in the 80s and 90s. He did a film later on in his career. Literally, 2004, I think it was called A Miracle on Ice. And it was about the 1980s hockey team, the Olympic hockey team. And that was in Lake Placid, New York. And basically, that's 4 hours from where I am here in the center part of the state. And if you guys ever get a chance to get up there, especially in the winter, you will be amazed because that is in the heart of the Adirondacks. And when I was driving there, when I used to teach many moons ago, there was an actual store in Lake Placid. And going up there, you couldn't see the landscape because the snow was so high. It literally was 7 feet above because you're driving and it's like they created a tunnel on the highway that you were going through. There was so much snow up there. And they had the Winter Olympics up there in 1980. And the U.S. hockey team had a great story behind it. You had a bunch of young guys, college kids, semi-pro hockey players going up against the seasoned, much older Russian, or what they called Soviet Union back then, hockey team that basically their mode of winning 42 games straight was intimidation. So Kurt Russell knew he didn't need the best. He needed the ones with the most desire. So there's a process in picking these hockey players. They had to go through like a week of training. He picked them out within the first 15, 20 minutes. Literally had them all written down, who we wanted, just by watching and observing their actions. Because he knew mentally the ones that were hungry and the ones that were there for notoriety. And the ones that were there for notoriety, he basically told them to go home. Whereas the ones who were hungry, he knew he had 6 months to train them. He had 6 months to install the belief that they were so good on the inside and then just train on the outside. It came naturally. This team went on to win, obviously, and then beat Finland for the gold round, but they took down the monster. This is what we have to do. That mental monster is our experiences. You get past your experiences, you create a better life for yourself. How do you do that? You embody your desires. You take what Rumi said, the right translation, which is what you seek is within you. You learn how to send it out. And you're not going to be denied anything with that. He also wrote, I love this, he had a very broad mindset as far as in his writings. And he was trying to tell people, look, don't be a drop of water, be the ocean. In other words, allow all of it. Don't deny yourself nothing. Did people listen? Absolutely not. Because if they did listen and if they did understand it, there wouldn't be poverty, there wouldn't be lack, there wouldn't be hunger, any of these things, because people would understand that they have the power, and if you get a bunch of people, the collective consciousness together, it's going to create amazing things. But you had more powerful people out there telling them otherwise. No, you have to work hard and struggle and do what we tell you to do. That's conformity. And they warned us basically in the first note of Scripture about that. And think about this for yourself. That movie itself was amazing, but in Scripture it says also, seek and ye shall find. We've all heard that. You know, we've all kind of, oh wow, let's go searching for that goal or dream. But think about it. If you actively search for something, you eventually discover it. But how are you going to discover it? This is the translation from that part of Scripture. How? Because you have to embody it. They don't tell us that. You have to become it. All of it. But their verbiage back then was so different with the ye and the thou and how they translated everything. It got people thinking, wait, I'm just going to work my ass off all day long, become frustrated about life because I'm not doing what I want to do, but yeah, I'm still going to seek and maybe I'll find it. With that kind of attitude, you're going to be chasing a feather like a cat all your life. What I'm saying is, find what it is that makes you happy. That desire is what makes you happy. Find what makes you happy, live in it, breathe in it, like these Olympic players did. Kurt Russell trained them from the inside out. Not physically at first. It was all psychologically at first. They had to answer like this 300-section questionnaire on their psychology, who they are as people. And the real egotistical guys who basically got told to go home wouldn't do it. They're, oh, I'm too good for that. Indeed, they were sent home real quick because Kurt knew that they didn't have the mindset to go against the Soviet Union back then with the upper hence mindset that the Soviets had. They had to be more intimidating. And they proved it. What I'm saying is prove to yourself on this national, be how should we say, a greater example of your life. Realize who you are. Realize the person that you are and what you're bringing forth every day. I can go on all night, but really think about this. What you seek is within you. Indeed, we all have it. We have the gifts. We have something to give to life. It's a matter of you finding it. In other words, finding what makes you happy. That is basically your desire. What makes you happy? Embody it. And you're going to find ways to create it. So really ponder that for yourself tonight, guys. Happy Wednesday to you. Be a good example, man, to yourself. Enjoy yourself. Love yourself. Love you for who you are. But the more self-confidence, the better self-image, the better thinking, the better feeling, the better attracting. It's a simple philosophy of life. Become a better magnet and watch how life responds, guys. So happy Wednesday to you, America's Mentor _radio on Instagram, at America's Mentor on X, guys. Please follow me. YouTube, # America's Mentor, and Jerry Maldonado 2 on Facebook for unique information to help you to your destination. Enjoy your Wednesday, guys. Spend the night really, because if you're in that place right now where I was many moons ago, I knew I had something to give. And it was just a matter of building up the inner self-confidence, the inner self-image about self, and to practice every day to bring it forward. And I still practice every day with that, setting a good example of myself for the universe to see, guys. So happy Wednesday to you guys. I'll talk to you guys soon, man.